Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting edition of Auld Joe's Stream of Fish. Today we're playing the wonderful Shenmue 2 on PlayStation 4. And I don't know how many, well, nobody watching just yet, but if you're catching up, I don't know how many of you have played Shenmue before, but it's a very special game, close to my heart. But before we get started, I'm just going to share the link on Twitter, alright? Auld Joe plays Shenmue 2 on YouTube now. It's youtube.com/Immersive.
舞い降りし鳳凰その翼に降りて四風を生むがごとく漆黒の世は広がりしも
Right, tell me how the mic sounds and everything by the way, because obviously I'm not listening to this. Right, before we get started, just a wee word of warning. I am alone with my son tonight and he's in bed, but if I hear him crying over the baby monitor, I'm going to have to go upstairs and just give him a wee cuddle, make sure he's alright. So I might have to like pause the broadcast a little bit while I do that, and also when my wife gets home I'll probably stop streaming because I'll obviously want to say hello to my wife before she goes to bed. Anyway, right, so this is Shenmue 2 on the PlayStation 4. Sega haven't released a patch for it yet, so you might hear in the background the chords and the music kind of start sounding out of tune a wee bit, and that's because I don't know how the music files are like MIDI files, and the point where each instrument's meant to finish, it just keeps on playing. It's like somebody's playing the piano and holding the sustain pedal down with their right foot. You know, like when a kid plays a piano for the first time. So there's a few issues. Let's put it that way. But it's still pretty amazing that we get to listen and we get to play Shenmue on the PlayStation 4. It's I don't know, it's quite a big deal. Okay, that's alright. New game. Do you want to carry over? No, I've not finished Shenmue 1 yet. Let's start. Hong Kong, February 23rd. By the way, you might hear the odd sound of me gulping at this lovely can of Adnam Southwold Dry Hopped Lager, 4.2%. I allowed myself one beer tonight on stream. You can tell from the water this is based on the Xbox version of Shenmue 2. I'm a bit of a loser who couldn't notice it. I think one of the reasons that I'm not disappointed with these new releases of Shenmue, like, because obviously it's amazing that we get to play them at all. But one of the things that I've noticed so many little flaws that I don't think other people would notice, but I think it's just because Shenmue is one of those games that's special to me, you know, so I know everything about both games. Pretty much everything. Let me know if you can hear me, by the way. I'm sure I set the audio settings right, but I have been known in the past to sit and just properly into the microphone and nobody can hear me because I've got the settings all wrong. So please let me know. Quite quiet. I'll fix that. Is that better? I'll put the volume up a wee bit for me. Does that sound better? If I chat away. La 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 la. Look at the wonderful Hong Kong. Wonderful. Listen to that terrible music. All the chords getting mixed up together. They really need to fix that because it's really off-putting. Oh, there he is, the bowl Ryo Hazuki with his big veiny hand. Well, that's better. Thanks. Thanks for letting me know that the audio's better. Aberdeen. It's nice that it starts off in the north of Scotland. Aberdeen doesn't look anything like this. Aberdeen's greyer than this. Oh, Risho. Oh, I love this game so much. 3 steps forward and then there's another cutscene. Should I listen to his song? I suppose I've got no choice in the matter. I have to listen.
天運旅房歌って言って旅人の幸運を祈る曲だよ。お金を入れたらきっといいことあるよ。
put some money in. Alright. Okay, I see what your jig is. I see.
旦那様、どちらへいらっしゃるので？
ああ、ワンチャイという場所を探しています。
ワンチャイならあちらでございます。
Very vague directions. Pointing me towards those two-dimensional buildings over there. I shouldn't slag this game because it is actually a masterpiece. I think because it's based on the Xbox version, I think you can change the filter on the graphics. So I think so that's like dull looking, and it's obviously sepia. Or not. Sorry, that's sepia. Black and white, and then back to normal again, which is whoa, really garish compared to the black and white. Well, these characters who seem to know Rio, but you never met them in Shenmue 1. And the reason that Rio knows them is because there's a hidden chapter that there's a comic strip that's set on the boat. Apparently, I've never actually seen it before. I think it was included in the Xbox version, which I never had. But these two characters apparently are in that. It's a slow start to Shenmue 2. Like, it is a slow game, but the good thing about Shenmue 2 is that it does very quick. It's quite front loaded with the set pieces. Like there's like chases and a lot more fighting from the very beginning. Is this with Shenmue 3 on the horizon somewhere? Let's have a look for Shenmue 3 on the horizon. I don't see it, do you? No, just a lighthouse. I don't like to. I'm not going to do how much I've put towards the Shenmue 3 Kickstarter, but I think my son would have a lot more comfortable future ahead of him. Holy shit! Look at that guy's abs. Holy shit! Rectangular. Guy's a fucking tank. It's really dark, isn't it? That's another wee thing about this Shenmue remaster, or well, port. That's what it's not really a remaster, it's a port. Is the black level is very dark. It's like as if somebody put a really strong S curve on the colour grade. Holy shit! I can't stop. Holy shit, man! Look at that dude. Right, shall I do some arm wrestling? God, listen to that music. The music does not sound like that in the Dreamcast version. Do you hear what I mean about it? It's like somebody holding down a sustain pedal. Cat arse, I heard this is kind of like Yakuza but without the crazy combat. Is that true? Never played Shenmue. Well, you know what? I mean, listen. If you've seen BitSocket, you'll know that me and Scott at BitSocket are like the biggest fans of Yakuza. Like, Yakuza is definitely the spiritual successor to Shenmue, and we've got a lot of videos coming up in the next week about that. Me and Scott filmed another one of our whisky sessions about it. It doesn't have the crazy combat of Yakuza in that it doesn't have like loads of really violent heat moves where you like jam boxes of nails into folks' faces and stuff, but oh, right, what do I have to do here? What do I press? Okay, I pressed the wrong button. Right, so so Shenmue doesn't have the same sort of violent, crazy combat as Yakuza does, but the fighting system is based on Virtua Fighter, so it's more like a kind of kung fu movie. Like there's a lot. I hate to say realistic, but it is a bit more realistic than Yakuza. Like Ryo obviously doesn't violently hurt people that often, so he's a schoolboy who knows karate. Well, jujitsu. I think there's a fight quite early on in this actually, so you'll see what the fighting's like. You fight Larry and Cool Z. Cool Z. Picking it up after you finish Yakuza Kiwami 2 is a good idea. I think Yakuza Kiwami 2, if Shenmue hadn't come out and if I didn't play this first to review it for BitSocket next week, I would be playing Yakuza Kiwami 2 first as well, because I'm kind of more excited about that because it's been a while since I played Yakuza 2. Whereas I play Shenmue, this is quite sad actually, but I play Shenmue most years, like around about Christmas time. Met a girl called Joy, a strong-minded woman on a motorcycle. Strong-minded. So hi, this is Aberdeen, at least the Hong Kong version of Aberdeen. You can go up and buy these, I think you can buy lighters, can't you? Here they are. You can go up and... Holy shit. Mr. Handsome. Okay. Which way is it to Wanchai? Wanchai, Queen Street, it's all based on like Scottish place names. Right, whoa, this is a bit weird. Right, I'm not used to playing this in the PlayStation 4 controller, I'm used to playing it in the Dreamcast controller. So I forget how quick it is to lock onto people. Let's buy a lighter. It's like the ultimate thing to do on holiday, isn't it? This one was a nice tasteful rose. I've got some taste, I sure do. Rose. Ah, no returns. I've never been to Hong Kong, but Shenmue 2 definitely sets you up for Hong Kong being a place full of like folk that are just out to get you. Pigeon Cafe. Let's see if there's any pigeons outside here. That's the thing about Shenmue, it's just this really cool, like, there's no reason to ever come in this cafe, like, there's no bit of the storyline that takes place in here, and yet you come in and it's this really beautifully designed, really well made little cafe. Loads of people just sitting having a wee coffee and getting up and doing their thing. Unlike Yakuza though, you can't actually buy food and stuff at cafes. You have to just go and ask the owners directions. I won't get far. It's true. Right, okay. Get ahead. I know where I'm going, I've played this game a million times. One of the big things that this remaster does, well, I keep on saying remaster, that this port does, that's a huge advantage over the originals, is how quick it is to load. Like, see when you go into interiors, it used to take about 20, 30 seconds, even sometimes up to a minute to load. Whereas now it takes like, 10 seconds at most, which is nothing. So you feel more okay with going in and out of doors because you know that you're not going to have to wait and sit about. Oh, here we are. Who are these dudes? What do you think they're up to? You wee prick. I trusted you all. Shenmue 1's got this really sort of depressing air over it, like it's really slow and really sad. Like there's bits in it where I don't know, like you're just walking about and the music's just so depressing, and it really captures the feeling of being like a really sad guy. Whereas Shenmue 2 kicks off and it's more like a sort of Hong Kong kind of action movie, Hong Kong kung fu movie. It's just full of I don't know, like chases, and you're a gang steals your bag straight away and you know, jumping over staircases and all that.
ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんですが。
兄貴、ガキがなんか言ってるぜ。見ねえ顔だな。
バッグを盗まれたんです。
バッグだ？知らねえな。
I love that guy's hair.
4人組で1人は子供だったんです。心当たりはないですか？
知らねえって言ってんだろ。
A little kid stole his bag. How embarrassing.
待てよ。人に物聞いてタダで済むと思ってんのか？せっかくうめえ酒飲んでるところを邪魔されたんだよ。まさかこのまんま帰る気じゃねえだろうな。ああ、兄貴の言う通りだ。それなりの礼ってもんがあんだろ。
礼？
金だよ、金。
断る。
なら、
Oh shit.
てめえにアバディーンの礼儀を教えてやるぜ。
Everybody's built like fuck here, man. Oh, what's gonna happen? Here comes a strong-willed woman on a motorcycle. Really wish you could ride the bike.
今日は顔立てといてやるぜ。
何遊んでんだよ、あんた。
遊んでんじゃない。バッグを盗まれた。
そんなことじゃないかと思ったよ。
何？
どんなすごいやつに盗まれたんだい？
4人組で1人は子供だ。
子供？ああウォンにやられたんだね。
知ってるのか？
ウォンなら宮廷公園で見かけたよ。向こうさ。
分かった。
Right, let's go get Wong.
怖いもん知らずだね。まったく。
Get that bag back. Time for what Shenmue's most famous for, or infamous. It's a quick time event coming right up. I'm gonna be honest, I don't mind quick time events. I mean, at least not the ones in Shenmue, because they kind of make sense. It's like if you need to go left, then the left button will come up, and if you need to kick, the kick button will come up, or whatever. There's a lot of QTs which are just like random buttons in games nowadays, but Shenmue does them quite well, I think. That's just me.
ここが宮廷公園だな。
Pigeon Park.
ちょっといいかな。
Resisted.
運命ってのがあるとすりゃこういうことなのか。
It's fate.
多分俺たちは決着をつけることになるぜ。
He's talking without even moving his lips.
まあいいじゃねえか。縁があったらまた会おうぜ。
I think he's in the wrong game. I think he was trying to get me into his baseball team, like Yakuza 6. By the way, you need to play Yakuza 6. It's the best Yakuza game so far.
どこにいるんだ？
Well, apparently Kiwami 2 is... Oh, here we go. Here we go. Cthulhu the Dead. Hello. Long time no see. How you been? You joined us at the right time. I'm about to chase a little boy until he gives my bag back.
あいつだ。
That's how shit I am at this quick time event. Oh, real means business. Running after him like a Terminator. Right, here it comes. Jump. Oh, he's such a nice boy, right, Rio, making sure she doesn't drop all additions. It's a lot of Jackie Chan sequence, this. No! Oh, I missed the cool bit. Oh, yes! No! That's the last one.
いや、俺は違う。
あのガキ、またこんなところに穴を開けやがって。
This is really annoying because like, there's a fight down there. And I really wanted to do the fight. He got away. Right, can I get down there? They got away, the bastards. LSC, I was going to leave 6 until after playing Kiwami. Oh, right, okay, Yakuza. I was going to leave 6 until playing Kiwami 2. I was wanting to play the last Yakuza game. I want the last Yakuza game for a while to play. Ah, okay, yeah. Well, okay, leaving 6 to the end obviously makes sense if you want to play them chronologically. It is the last chapter in Kazuma's story, and you do get a lot more from the game if you've had a connection with Kazuma, you know? At the same time, 6 is like the best game right now. It's so good, man, so good. And it still does hit all the emotional, but you get that kind of emotional gut punch during it, even if you've not played, because it's so well made, and it's so, the story in it's so well told, I think. Right, I'm afraid there's a wee slight problem here. I've never failed that QTE before, so I don't actually know what I'm meant to do now. Oh, that's a sleepy man. No.
Yeah. 緑色の服を着た子供を見かけませんでしたか？
そりゃワンのことか？
Wong.
どこにいるかわかりますか？
さてはあんた、金でも取られたか？
ええ、まあ何か心当たりは？
ウォンの仲間らが来来飯店で豪勢に
Lai
飲み食い
Italy,
しとる
who's
らし
that?
来来飯店。
い。なんじゃ知らんのか？そこを左に入った先の食堂じゃわい。
わかりました。行ってみます。
Lai Italy. Forget where that is. Oh, is it in here? Ah, here we go. The Lai Italy.
ここが来来飯店か。
There we go.
すいません。
いらっしゃい。
You're actually witnessing something that I've never done before in this game, you know that? I've never had to look for Wong before.
何か作ってあげようと思ったのに残念だね。
いえ。
Oh, there they are, the dudes that stole my bag.
てめえ何の用だ。バッグを返してもらおう。知らねえな。
Oof. Quite quick to escalate. Oh, did you fight them here? Brilliant. Right, here we go. Right, if you play Shenmue 1 and transfer your save over, then you save all your like how strong your moves are after training. But because I'm just starting a new file without transferring, transferring my save file. None of my moves are actually that strong right now. If you play Virtua Fighter, it's kind of like a more basic version of Virtua Fighter. Except you've got a dodge button as well, so rather than defending, you kind of parry moves. I used to think that the wheel on the right hand side was like your power, so I'd wait for it to go up before I fought, and I realised that that's the enemy's health. Let's do a big flying kick and beat him up. Oh yeah, fucker. I'm not doing very well here, am I? I think I got him. Brass Monkey 786. Wasn't there a blowjob based bet regarding Shenmue 3? I seem to remember there being a podcast. You're half right. The bet between me and Scott was that Shenmue 3 would be revealed before 2013 or something, and it never did. And the bet was for a £5, but Scott pretended to everybody that the bet was Something involving a blowjob. Scott's very mature, as you know. He's very quick to go for the sort of sexual nature of his jokes. He's always quick to go there. Now we're following a small boy around the harbour simulator. Press A. I can't press A. Oh wait, there's no way. I'm on a PlayStation. See, Shenmue was a trailblazer in lots of ways, because yeah, Shenmue was a trailblazer, because you know how Uncharted and all these other big AAA sort of blockbuster games do the bit where you walk through a really tight crevice. Well, there we go. Shenmue did it before any other game, even though it was just a cutscene. So these boys have managed to spend all my money that I've made in the space of like 10 minutes. Let's get the come over guest house. I don't know if I want to go there. Well, I don't know. Oh God, I need to find out what podcast episode that is, Brass Monkey. I forget now. Oh God, there's been so many. Usually I'm quite good at remembering what's in each podcast, and Scott's the one that forgets everything. Right, I've got a map. He drew that quite quickly. Right, I know where I'm going, so let's just run for it. This way. With Jim and Co. Oh, was it the Game Wank crossover? I think that might be the Game Wank one. Like, so it wasn't one of our podcasts, it was when we did, the very first time we did a bit Socket Versus, it was with Game Wank. Back when Jim and Richie were the Game Wank, they were the ones that did Game Wank, and yeah, no, I think that podcast must exist on the Game Wank website, as if that's still a thing. If it's not, then we'll stick it on the Patreon or something, because I'm sure I've got it in my iTunes. I love the red brick buildings in Aberdeen. It's like really good sense of place in this game, man. Now, I'm absolutely penniless, but I could make some money by going and selling all my lovely Virtua Fighter toys. But I mean, see if you had that many Virtua Fighter toys in real life, would you want to part with them? Would you want to say goodbye to lovely Lao-chan? Also the commentary of a yeah, Commander Shepard. I think it was it not Custodian Shepard, was that not his name? He was like the Janny for the spaceship. I've never played Mass Effect, I don't know what the spaceships are called. I think the wee hang-on guys are my favourite. Look at this. These little dolphins. Anyway, right, I'll stop this. I'll stop. I know it's boring. Just keep going. Listen to that fucking terrible music. Like seriously, they need to fix that music. It's so bad. Really, really, really bad. Like, I love this game and I love that I can play it on my PlayStation, but that music needs to get fixed. You know what's good though? There's been not one bit of slowdown so far. And usually playing Shenmue 2, like, it slows down to fuck, like every 5 seconds. I like this wee bit of Wanchai because it's I mean, it's just, look, this is like Hong Kong, man. This is how I imagine it must feel like going to Hong Kong for the first time. Just like a million signs all over the place, and it's just amazing. Good taste. I'm not going there. Oh, here she comes.
まだ探してんのかい？
またお前か。
Not you again.
取り返したんだ。おう。ねえ、あんた空手やってんで
He's
しょ？
such a rude fucking guy, isn't he, real? Like, see in Shenmue 1, Nozomi pretty much, like, professes a love to him. And he, like, he just kinda like, whatever. Like a dead dad.
ボロくなったから改装するんだってさ。
じゃあ
Cat arse, what other changes besides being HD? Well, so the main thing is it's widescreen now and the frame rate's like spot on the full time, but the cutscenes still play in the original aspect ratio. Which is, and what's weird is that, so in Shenmue 1 the cutscenes are 4:3, but in Shenmue 2, even though the cutscenes are 16:9, as you can see, it kind of letterboxes it, and I don't know why they do that. Brass Monkey 786, Shenmue still somehow looks bloody impressive despite his years. Yes! Thank you! See, every time, see, like, before Shenmue 3 was revealed, like, before we even knew that Shenmue 3 was going to come, and before this kind of Shenmue renaissance has happened just now, every time they wrote about Shenmue, they always went, oh, you know that dated game with the sailors, and oh, that isn't it, just, it looks so bad nowadays and all that. But it doesn't, look at it, it looks amazing. It's such a good looking game. There's so much detail in this game. It's just unbelievable. It's so ahead of its time. And even though the world itself in Shenmue isn't as big as, like, I don't know, like Grand Theft Auto, you know, and all these other free roaming games nowadays, like, there's so much more to it that I feel like it's more impressive how much detail is in Shenmue than it is in other open world games nowadays. Like, and the characters as well. I mean, me and Scott make fun of Rio and his giant fucking hands all the time, but the characters do look great, I think. Like, there's so much detail in them and the way they're animated, and I don't know, it's a wonderful looking game, it really is. Cat arse, I'm trying to think of other changes. There's not a huge amount of changes overall in this re-release because they've kind of stayed true to the way the games were. It's essentially just a port of Shenmue 1 and 2 with a few glitches kind of added into a good measure. But, I mean, you know, up till now, the only way you could play Shenmue ever was by playing on the Dreamcast because it was never released on anything else. But now, you can play Shenmue on your PlayStation or your Xbox or your PC. Also love the B-movie voice acting, it just suits the game. Glad they didn't redo it. I know, I'm playing in Japanese just now because the way I played Shenmue 2 back in the day was in the Dreamcast and it was the Japanese voices in that version, so it just feels right to me like that. But Shenmue 1 will always be the game of, like, lines like, hey, don't you know that blackmail is way uncool? And stuff like that. You have to wonder what dirt Joy has on everybody in this game so that nobody messes with her and everybody like does favours for her pals and all that. Like, what the fuck's this guy done that Joy knows about? Nice catch. There's a lot of atmosphere in this, like, I don't know, there's something nice about this game. There's something just, no other game has this feeling of you're actually a real guy in this real place. Everything just feels like you're not just like a wee toy playing about in a game. You know, there's something, even though obviously it's not as detailed as a lot of games are nowadays in terms of texture quality and lighting and all that. The detail is more in terms of the way the game feels. Brass Monkey, I used to always give the kitten in the first game tofu because I wanted someone, and me and Scott were laughing about this, like that first like, I forget what they call it in the, like what Yu Suzuki wants you to call it, but like the action selector thing the very first time that comes up is when you're feeding the kitten, and you can choose between tofu or fish. And Scott, every time he plays Shenmue, accidentally presses tofu because he's just so used to like cycling through a menu rather than just literally pressing the button and it being the first thing that happens. It's so funny. Right, what we going here? Tomato convenience store. Hey, I remember that place from back home. I can get supersonic. Shenmue 2 is a lot faster than Shenmue 1 in terms of like looking around the room and picking stuff up. Shenmue 1 it's really slow how you do it, but Shenmue 2 you can like look around the room and pick stuff up really quickly. It doesn't take as much time. What's this button do? Turns off the lights. Energy conscious Rio. Quite like this wee room. You can like you can look out the window, see what there is. Anybody out there? No. Nobody. Nobody. Right, let's get on with the game. Let's find Taoli Show. Brass Monkey, did you see the Shenmue speedrun at SGDQ? No, well, I've seen a speedrun. I don't know if it's the one that you're talking about. There was a guy playing Shenmue 2 a couple of years ago, and he did a speedrun of Shenmue 2, and it was actually fascinating seeing him do it, because like you see them have like work they put into researching how the game's made and all the little workarounds you can do. It's it was really cool. Obviously I would never play the game that way because right, I know I need to make some money. Yeah, I would never play the game that way obviously, but it's still cool to see somebody do that. The game is broken as fuck. Yeah, well the Shenmue games, there's so much going on, I think, like under the hood, in terms of like keeping track of all the NPCs and all the different variables in the game, that I think it's held together by like string and goodwill, and that's about it. I always like this guy's face, I don't know why, I always thought it was quite expressive. No, the best bit in the speedrun was when they got to the I'm just gonna leave this guy's sign, I can't be arsed just now. The best bit in the speedrun though was when they did the Yellowhead building in Kowloon, which is like the best bit in the game for me. And it was just getting up the like at every floor by walking through the wall, and eventually getting to the top, but Rio would talk to Joy, but Joy was still down in the bottom floor in her cell, so the camera would like look through the floor and everything. Alright, here's the ultimate test now, right? Shenmue 2 back on the Dreamcast, when you came to this Kung Fu school, would slow down to a crawl. I forgot there was a wee cutscene the first time you came here. I always thought in the trailers that this dude was going to be like a really important character, but you only talk to him like twice. Look at this! Buttery smooth. Also all the characters are there without having to load in. Bloody hell, this is like a revelation. Right, if they could just fix the music, this would be the best version of this game. Yanton Apartments, alright, I know where I'm going. I need to talk to this guy. You're with an expert here, boys. You know what's funny about this though, it's like he's got this amazingly huge like Kung Fu courtyard, but you could do with an extra like 20 or so students. I think he's, you know, pushing it a bit. He must be charging them through the nose. This guy's waving at me. Right, on we go. The background music here is one of my favourite music tracks in Shenmue 2. I just think it's really cool and very kung fu-y. I like this dude. a lot of the Shenmue characters who you meet, yeah, tree punch simulator. I don't think you do the tree punching just yet, but I think that's later on. A lot of the characters in Shenmue you meet, the ones that teach you moves and stuff, are obviously all based on Virtua Fighter characters. And even though this guy uses Tai Chi rather than drunken style, he's obviously based on Shun-Di from Virtua Fighter. I mean, just look at him. Wee Kung Fu dude. About 100 million years old. Also, his wee nose, you can tell he's been drinking because he's a wee red nose. That's like the classic Japanese thing, isn't it? This guy's been drinking, we'll give him a big red nose. I don't know, I just like this wee guy. The fact that he's trying to guess your Kung Fu style. Go to the spa with you. I like the sparring in Shenmue. One of my favourite things in Shenmue 1 is when you finally get to the point where you can spar with Fuku-san, and then like my routine in Shenmue is like getting up in the morning and sparring with Fuku-san just so I can punch him in the face because he's an annoying cunt. This guy just dodges all your moves. That's the annoying thing, is like, because when you spar with Fuku-san you actually hit him, but can't hit this guy. Oh! Shenmue 1's got a really good sense of place because it's like Ryo's hometown, but it's undoubted, like it's a fact, like a undoubted fact in my mind that Shenmue 2 is a better game, and it's just got much cooler stuff in it. Like, by this point in Shenmue 1, all you'd really had done by this point is like feed a cat and talk to somebody about some sailors. Whereas right now, like, I've already done a chase, I've had a fight, talking to this Kung Fu dude who's just did that really cool wee move there. Met a strong-willed woman on a motorbike. Good wee joke coming up now as well. Love it. I think that's a wee reference to Fist of Legend, isn't it? Or Fist of Fury. Because there's I think in Fist of Legend, or so Fist of Legend is the Jet Li version, isn't it? It's where he comes back from Japan and he shows off a wee bit of Japanese style. Maybe getting my Kung Fu films mixed up here. But he goes back. He goes back to his old Kung Fu school and uses a little bit of Japanese style. Oh, fucking get out of my way! Martial arts, and everybody's like, "Oh, what's that?" The lighting in this game is really nice. I wish I could play Lucky Hit, but sadly I've got no money. It's been nicked. I should sell some stuff, shouldn't I? Let's go and sell all my Virtua Fighter toys. The thing is though, I'm gonna play this game again, actually, when I finish Shenmue 1 with a proper save file, so there's no, I've got no real attachment to all these Virtua Fighter toys, because they aren't actually my Virtua Fighter toys. I sure do. Do I have any sets? Oh yeah. It's alright, I just want rid of it. The guy's actually quite a detailed face. Wait, have I still got more?
あまり高くは買い取れませんが、よろしいですか?
Brass Monkey, I worry as I watch this that they will not get the charm of the original games in Shenmue 3. Well, that's the thing, right? They're making Shenmue 3 with a much smaller team than a lot of games are made with nowadays, right? So they're going to have to sacrifice something. So the way I see it is that they're going to have to choose to sacrifice either the big budget video game stuff that we're used to nowadays, right, and focus on all the little charm stuff like this, all the little shops and shopkeepers and all that, or they're going to have to do the opposite and focus on just delivering like a really good sort of, you know, blockbustery story bit with all these set pieces and things and kung fu bits, but have less of the charm sort of side activities, you know. So yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I think worry is a strong word, but I'm concerned about what direction they're going to take, because I think they're going to have to make that choice at some point, you know. That's the way I feel. Right, I think I've sold enough. A new audience will not understand it. Well, I think the success of Yakuza makes me think that maybe people will. I think a lot of people have more patience for slow burn, well-crafted little open worlds nowadays compared to back in the day when the whole point was how big is your open world. Yanton Apartments, here we go. So we'll see. I mean, you just have to look at, like, nowadays an actual genre that people talk about and make fun of but also love at the same time is like the walking simulator, you know? And if you think about it, Shenmue kind of was the original walking simulator. You spend most of your time just walking about talking to people. Oh yes, wee woman, she's brilliant. Cool thing in Shenmue 2 is that it's full of these little buildings that have like loads of little rooms in them, and even though obviously they belong to people and you can't go into every room, you do feel like it's like a real place just because it's there, just because there's actual doors all over the place, and I don't know, it's just a lovely, lovely game, and there's nothing else like this. There's no other game that has this level of detail in every little nook and cranny in it, you know. Right, wait a minute, what am I doing? Can I go in here? Oh shit, I've accidentally went to the toilet. Right, well I'll just leave, I'll leave Rio to it while he does his business, eh? Oh no, it's a hole in the floor one. Rio only use Western toilets. Right, okay, so, which room is it? 205. So this is 105, so upper floor. There we go. I remember the dude in here is not Taoli Show. He's just some other guy. I was half expecting Renton to appear from the lobby. Yeah, Rio just dives straight in as like an Eki dream.
じゃあロシはここにはもういねえよ。引っ越したらしいぜ。どこに引っ越したか知ってますか？引っ越し先は知らねえけどな。何か知っているんですね。
What a fucking chancer. It's like, oh, give me some food. I remember I quite liked this guy's jacket back in the day. Ah, right, what do I need to pay? Let's give him $20, the lowest amount. I'm no longer constipated. I wonder what that is in Japanese. I'm going to put that into Google Translate right now and we'll find out together. Where's Google Translate? Okay, so I'm no longer constipated. Okay, here we go. It is Watashi wa mohaya benpi desu. Watashi wa mohaya benpi desu. I am no longer constipated. So we learned something tonight. Wait a minute. Man Mo. That's like fucking Acme Bugs Bunny style. Big red arrows pointing where to go. Right, I've got money now actually, don't I? So here we go. Suckle 1, what's that? I thought it was Lucky Hit. Alright, you have to get into Suckle. Turtle or Crane? I think I'm gonna go for the Crane. I think we'll drop it into here. Oh, no. Oh, we're getting that. Oh, so close. So close. I think I'm on the right. I'm on the right lines. Just doing it over this way. I think this is so good. This is like one of the most addictive parts of Shenmue 2. Is this? Yes, got it. Yes. Absolutely not. Quit while I'm ahead. So the thing in Shenmue 1, like money is like such an issue because for most of the game you have to rely on your income from Ine-san. So it's like 500 yen each day, which is fuck all, right? But then you get to the point where you've got a forklift, you drive the forklift for money. You've got a job as a forklift driver down at the harbour. But at that point in the game, all you do is work until the very end of the game, so you don't actually get to spend all your rich earnings. So you have to, it's kind of total, you have to spend all the money at the beginning of the game, but you don't actually have the money to spend. Whereas Shenmue 2, you can make money everywhere, by playing games, by selling your shit, by doing work down the harbour. Oh, sadly there's no forklift this time. Look at this place, man. Oh. Hey mister, wanna play? The kids aren't quite as trusting in Hong Kong, they're a bit more streetwise. That guy looks like fucking 50-year-old. It's like an old man stuck in a child's body. What did that say? Manmo Bistro. Not where I'm headed. Oh man, look at this game. Look at it! It's actually my first time playing like the Xbox build of this game, so like the bloom lighting on the windows and stuff, that wasn't in the Dreamcast version, and it looks really nice. A lot of Shenmue fans don't like it, but I've got to admit I'm a fan. Anyway, there's all these you come to this place and there's like a million different shops called Manmo something. But obviously, if you've seen any Kung Fu movies or played any games, you'll know that all the important stuff happens at temples. Here's Scarlet Hills, which at the top there's Manmo Temple. I've actually not heard the music at night time in this place that often, because you don't really visit this place at night time that often in the game. Probably shut, isn't it? Yeah, shut. Can't get in. Can you wait? Probably can't wait because Rio technically doesn't know yet that that's where he's meant to go, so he can't just sit and wait. One of the cool little features in Shenmue 2 is that if you get somewhere early, like before you're meant to get there, you can just wait for the time to pass. But obviously Rio needs to know that that's where he's going. But so I know more than Rio does. So seeing as we've got a bit of time to kill, I could just go back to the Come Over Guest House, or if I can remember my way. Okay, the Lucky Charm District's down this way, and I think the Golden Quarter's that way. And that's where the arcade is. We're going to go and play some Outrun. Not a lot happens at the Lucky Charm Quarter at night time, but during the day it's like full of people because it's a big marketplace. Although actually there's quite a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of folk running about. Look at it. Just look at it. Look at this game. It's amazing. I think the Golden Quarter must be somewhere around. Just noticed Rio has quite the cock space. What do you mean? Are you talking about his thigh gap? The Ernest Tea Shop, I like that. White Dynasty. Okay, yeah, the Golden Quarter's through the White Dynasty. I see, this is the market still bit. There's a really good chase, kind of quick time event later on in this bit. Although I'm probably not going to get there tonight because it's like disc 2 that's in. But I'm not going to get very far in this game. I'm more just sort of exploring tonight. This is not really. I'm not planning on finishing Shenmue 2 in one sitting. I'm sure you'll all be. Oh wait a minute! I remember there's a fucking. Where is it? Tomato convenience store here, isn't there? Ooh, what's this place? SIC. Jazz and Sick. Haha, I like how the bartender's like, come on! I mean, it says pool hall, but there's no pool table. How can you have a pool place if there's no pool table? Look at that guy's moustache. And you can challenge him to darts actually. I think I'm gonna give him a wee shot. Hey man.
Yeah, すいません.
Oofed. He's good. I think this guy's maybe out of my league a bit in terms of being my coach, eh?
得点の多い方が勝ち。120点、240点を出すと、さらに5本ずつ投げられる。どうする？ミーと勝負できるなんて。
You know what?
めったにないことだよ。
I think I'm going to lose to this guy, so I'm just not going to bother.
せっかく
At
で
least
す
the
が
option's there, eh?
やめておきます。
そうか。それは残念だな。
I'm sure you don't all just want to sit and watch me play darts. Like, what's that match, Saga? He sure fucking does, man. Dressed to impress. But also, because these waistcoats like black and white, he's got a kind of Two-Face quality to him. Like, I don't know. That is some moustache he's got as well. Slot house. Yeah, you can play slots. Where's the tomato convenience store? I think it might be around this way. Oh, there we go. Of course. music. That music, you know what it means? I'm home. Sadly you can't buy the tapes in here, because you don't have a fucking Walkman in this anymore. Shenmue 1, you've got the Walkman, you can listen to cool wee tapes and stuff. I am Japanese. Brass monkey. Anyone in a pink silk shirt has got to be a mighty swordsman. He's definitely a mighty dartsman. Listen, Rio, you got a girlfriend back home, Nozomi, alright? No fraternising with the Hong Kong ladies. Quite a cool wee thing in this is because it's based on the Xbox One, you can take pictures. Hey, like this lovely picture here of the Moon Cafe sign. Pretty sure the arcade's up here. Oh, there you go, Pine Game Arcade in here. So, the third floor is blanked out. There's a reason for that. Because if you get the medals, there's a silver medal and a gold medal, you can go up there in a secret tournament, fighting tournament, where you fight against a couple of characters that you might have met. And Virtua Fighter 2! Virtua Fighter 2! Toys! Back when I first played Shenmue, I hadn't actually played Virtua Fighter before, so I had no idea who any of the characters were, so I wasn't that bored with collecting the Virtua Fighter toys. I was more into collecting the Sonic ones. But now, I'm a big Virtua Fighter fan, so something pretty cool about getting Virtua Fighter 2 toys. Outrun! Darts, Outrun and Space Harrier. The perfect arcade. Of course I'm going to have to play Outrun. Of course I am. You'll get to see that, even though I'm a massive fan of Outrun, I'm utterly shite at it. For the longest time I could never even pass through the first stage of Outrun because I didn't realise there was more than one gear. Oof, wee glitch there. What song do I listen to? Obviously it's got to be Magical Sound Shower. Here goes. Right, squares to change gear then, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, it's so good having a game where you can just play Outrun. That's one of the cool things about Yakuza 0, because it's set in the 80s, you get to play the 80s arcade games. It's like playing Shenmue again, obviously not quite the same. Outrun looks beezer in HD. Yeah man, those big chunky sprites look amazing on an HD telly, they really do. I really wish they'd re-release Outrun 2 on the PlayStation 4. Like, you know how they brought out Outrun Online Arcade, which was like based on Outrun 2 for the PlayStation 3, but then for some reason you can't play it anymore due to licensing issues, which is fucking annoying. Like, I wish Sega would just pay Ferrari whatever they need to be paid and then just release Outrun 2 in the PlayStation 4, because people need to play it. Oh, made a dangerous choice there by going right instead of left, but I'm not very good at Outrun. I'm really good at Outrun 2, but I'm not very good at Outrun 1. I'm better at Hang On. Oh, this level's actually not as... I've said it now, but I was going to say it's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Oh man, this is worth the price of admission alone, being able to play Outrun. I don't know if anybody watching has played Outrun on the 3DS, the 3D version by M2. It's really good. And the fact that it uses the 3D screen kind of helps a wee bit, because sometimes it's hard to tell how far away the cars are from you. Outrun 2 is amazing. I have to play it when I see it in an arcade. Brass Monkey, I'm with you. Although I've never played, you know, there's a version that has like 2 steering wheels in it, but it's like on the same cabinet, and I've never known what that's for. Like, is there a version where you both control the car or something? I love Outrun 2 so much that one of the things that I love about it, but I also hate at the same time, I hate that people keep on saying that Sumo Digital made it, because they didn't. They ported it, which is great, and they did an amazing job porting it and adding the features and stuff like that, but Outrun 2 is a Sega game, man. Played some Outrun 2006 last week, loved it. Yes, man, Outrun 2006 for the PSP is amazing. In fact, I'd say that Outrun 2006 for the PSP almost beats Ridge Racer on the PSP. It's that good. I used to in the PSP version, I used to just play the mode where you do all 15 courses continuously. I used to just play that over and over and over again. You know what? For my first time playing Outrun in ages, getting to stage 3 is actually not so bad. Canadian high praise, yes, man, high praise indeed. Because I don't know if you know how important Ridge Racer is to me, but I love Ridge Racer. And that playing in the background right now is one of my favourite music tracks ever. So good. It's over. Oh, hey, I didn't even get a choice to play again. You know what? Sega Arcade. Hey, look at this. Rio looks like he's fucking terrified of that dude. Yes! I've never won this before in Shenmue. Right, we need to have a look at this. Oh, where is it? Let's do an unbox or something. Look at all the toys you can collect. Holy shit! Brass Monkey, I'm calling shenanigans here. Ridge Racer Revolution is the best. Getting Rotterdam Nation. Oh man, Ridge Racer Revolution, like, it's such a good racing game, but it's absolutely mental. It has almost no, like, if you were to get something to play Gran Turismo and then play Ridge Racer Revolution afterwards, they would think they were like, I don't know, they were off their face or something, because it's so unlike any other racing game. It's amazing and I love it. And the soundtrack in Ridge Racer Revolution is incredible. Canadian, I better not watch too much, I haven't played this yet. Don't worry, we're right at the start of Shenmue 2, and I'm not going to get very far, because I can kind of hear over the baby monitor that Jamie's stirring a wee bit, so I might have to end the stream soon to go and tend to him. But we'll see how far we can get. But I'm not going to get far into it. I'm still on the first bit of the game. I've not even met Tao Lisho yet, who's the person I'm looking for. Right, I better stay at the Come Over Guest House. The Come Over Guest House reminds me, there's a bed and breakfast that I stayed in St Andrews once, ages ago, called the Pee Over House, which me and my family, like my whole family, we still laugh about the fact that we stayed at the Pee Over House. And whenever I play Shenmue 2 and stay at the Come Over Guest House, it reminds me of the Pee Over House. No, I don't need to save. I'm just gonna sleep. Poor Rio, stuck in a dingy bed and breakfast when he used to live at the fucking biggest house in Yokosuka with its own dojo. Canadian, I need to catch up in the series before I get my Shenmue 3 backer rewards. Man, did you do the survey for the Kickstarter thing? Because I did mine, and you know, it's weird, I never actually got a confirmation email through saying, oh, we've got your survey through, you're definitely going to get all your stuff that you've paid lots of money for. And it's kind of worrying, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot, I turned the light off, didn't I? So I can't see in. Right, let's open the door. Get out of here. This guy's gonna ask me for money. Tanini, wasn't a survey from Fangamer? Yeah, it was a Fangamer thing. Maybe the confirmation thing went into my junk mail and I've not checked it, and I've not seen it yet. I'll have a look. But I did my survey, I definitely did it, so. And I logged back onto the Fangamer thing to see, and I'm sure it says like survey complete. The weird thing is though, like even though I got like, I think it was the collector's edition or something like that, which comes with a few extra bits and bobs, like the Fangamer survey was like, would you like to add all these bits and bobs? And I'm thinking to myself, I'm sure that those are all part of the version that I paid for, you know? I don't know, it all seems a bit kind of haphazard, so I'm hoping I actually get what I paid for. I suppose all that matters is I get the game, but even then, it's a lot of money. I can't believe Rio's not changed his clothes in months. He must be stinking. There's a Hideo Kojima shot there. I just want to ride the bike. I wish you could ride the bike. Okay, if you got a confirmation email, is it from Fangamer? I'll check my junk mail, see if it came through. Oh, Joy-san. Everybody knows Joy, man. Oh god, I forgot about this. It's the job. You have to lift crates. I forgot that you have to do it once. You can come back and do it as many times as you want, but you have to do it once, and it's like, oh god. Right, we're just going to skip this cutscene because I forgot about this. I'm sorry about this, folks. Although you do get to meet Dylan, who's, I love him, look at his face. You get to hear how angry he gets. Get back in the jail, you killed Donkey Kong. I'm sorry, I did. He had to die though. It was a merciful death. Right now, if you loved QTEs in Shenmue 1, you're going to love lifting crates in Shenmue 2. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm a longshoreman, I wish my job was this easy. Yeah, like, obviously they had some sort of machine to drop the crates back there, right? So why do they need two guys to lift them for the last, like, 5 metres or so? For $10 a crate as well? Chris Harbour's going to go out of business. Like, he's only wearing sandals, him, so he better not drop it on his toes. I'm sorry folks, if you've just tuned in, you've picked the wrong time. Here's a tip for you all, right? See if you've not played Shenmue 2 before and you've bought it. and you're going to be playing it for the first time. Shenmue 2 requires that you have a lot of money on Rio, right? So you can either pawn all your stuff away, or play mini games, or come and do this boring job over and over again. Or you can go to a gambling den and you can save the game, and then you can gamble all your money over and over again, and if you don't win, you just reload your save, and you can make lots of money very quickly that way. That's my top tip for you if you can't be after the jobs in Shenmue 2. I must have hauled close to 700 tons worth of frozen fish over the last 3 days. Holy shit, man. You must be built like fuck. Brass Monkey recently read that the Grandia series has been ported to Switch. Well, I read that the other day as well, and I'm quite excited. I've never played Grandia 1 before, but Grandia 2 is my first, well, one of my first RPGs. It's the first RPG I ever completed anyway, and one of my absolute favourites, so I'm looking forward to it. But I really hope they do the port justice, because like, it's been released on Dreamcast, PS2 and twice on PC, and the only version that's any good is the Dreamcast one. Like, the PS2 one was just awful, and both PC versions had a lot of problems as well, so I'm really hoping that, you know, they do justice to it. See, when you're doing your work, do you have a guy like telling you over and over again, left, left, right, left, right? Oh shit. Oh no. I missed his toe, luckily. Right, listen, wait a minute. I think I can hear my son. I think I can hear him sort of. I'm gonna go and check on him, right? I'll be back in like 2 seconds, right? Just I'll be back in 2 seconds. Right, I'm sorry about that, folks. Right. Jamie, my son, does this thing now and again. When he's in bed and he's sleeping fine, but he'll like move while he's sleeping and end up, like, rather than being like lying down comfy under his cover, he'll be like sitting in the corner of his bed, like sitting up on his arse, like with his legs crossed, and he just sits there and kind of moans until you come through and help him get back under the cover. Like, even though he's sleepy and he knows full well, like, just lie down and you'll fall asleep, you need someone to just kind of tuck him in. And it's really sweet and really cute, but it kind of like gets in the way of it. Anyway, what I missed. This would be too slow for my workplace, it wouldn't be asked the next day. Man, it's noble. Donkey Kong has come for revenge and kidnapped your heir. Holy shit. Here are your boarding passes you leave for Tokyo tonight. I think, oh shit. I think Scott, he really likes doing the Tokyo Joe episodes, but then like he's a delicate soul, Scott. There was one comment we got from somebody saying, I really hate the Tokyo Joe episodes, and Scott was like, right, I'm never doing another one ever again. Like, even though folks seem to quite like them, but good work. I dropped the crate like five times. I do miss the forklift. Like, the forklift driving in Shenmue 1 makes a lot more sense because you're taking crates from one side of the tyre harbour to the other. Right, okay. Back to Manmo. Wait, am I going the right way? Tokyo Joe is my favourite thing ever. I wish the podcast could be just that. That's the way over there. Oh, I think that's Kim back home, actually, so I might have to cut the stream short there. A guy got run over by forklift, holy shit. Was it like that German safety video? Right folks, that's I think that's time for me to go. So thanks very much for watching everybody. It's been nice having you all, and I hope you look forward to our Shenmue and Yakuza reviews next week on BitSocket.